So today I'm going to teach you the number one strategy that you need to be using for your business or your personal brand on social media. Let's go. All right, so in all honesty, I've been building up my personal brand for the past years. It seems like, I don't know, since 2016, 2015 came around, I've been building my personal brand. And here we are in 2020, and 5 years later, I got somewhat of a decent following. But the number one strategy, and before I go into that, I'm going to make you linger just for a little bit longer because I need the watch hours on my YouTube channel to be able to monetize it. Because my goal for the internet is to be able to extract as much money as I possibly can from the internet. So, sorry, you're just going to have to wait for 3 more seconds. 2, 1. All right, here we go. So, if you think about this, if you show up time and time and time and time and time again, you become a very, how should I say this? You become an influencer or a personality or a character that people tune into to be able to see what's going on in your life or to see what information or education or what entertainment that you're going to provide them, right? So that's really the only way you can grow consistently on social media or a YouTube channel. You have to show up often, all the time, week after week, creating content week after week. That's only one of 3 things. It has to be educational, informational, or entertaining. You have to be able to draw these people back in. So this is the same thing that goes on with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. You have to be able to give people value for them to be able to come back and consume your content. Now, this is one of the things that I find that's very difficult for a lot of people, especially businesses, because business owners are busy. That's all they ever do is just business. So the last thing they want to do is incorporate a social media strategy or a media marketing strategy to invest more time into that they already don't have. And that's where it's beneficial to have somebody like me that creates content for these people, for these business owners to be able to stay in front of people for the long term. And this is one of the hacks that I have. So when I pull on a client, they're like, I'm busy. I got a lot of stuff to do. I get it. I've been in the business for a long time now, and I've had these meetings and conversations with business owners that they're busy. That's the bottom line is they're busy. So they don't have as much time to devote to social media as you would like them to as a social media advertiser or marketing person, right? So one of the things that I do is I pick a day in the month, say, hey, we're going to record on Monday for 3 hours. I need 3 hours of your time. We're going to knock out a bunch of videos so we can push out throughout the month or for the next couple of months. But what happens is sometimes people aren't prepared. So one of the things that I tell my clients is be prepared, have at least 8 topics that we're going to record that day, and then I'll be able to slowly push them out. And that way your face is in front of people's faces all the time. And then with the power of advertising, you can reach a ton of people. Now, this is the number one strategy that I have done for myself and that I continue to do for my clients. And a lot of my clients or past clients don't see the value in it because they don't understand the brand equity that it brings. Having your face in front of somebody time after time after time again makes you the expert in that field. You need to become the expert in your field. You need to become the mayor of your town on social media. That way, when somebody thinks about social media, they only think about me. Or when they think about lawyers, they think about that lawyer. Or they think about restaurants, they think about that restaurant. It's the same thing. You talk about the same thing over and over and over again, giving education, information, or entertainment. People will come back, I guarantee you, 99% of people will not do this for the long haul. And this is how I have been able to reach, or actually, let me get this right because I know marketers and advertisers are going to crucify me for this. This is how I've been able to have over 1 million impressions for my personal brand from January 1st, 2020 to June. All right. So consistency is what it is. Showing up over and over and over again, providing entertainment, providing information, providing education. This is how you do it. And let me show you my numbers just in case you think I'm BSing you. Here we go. Look, let me get my screenshots up. So this is just my YouTube analytics right here. So from, you actually see right up on top, the upper right, from January 1st, 2020 to now, I've been able to have 409,000 impressions with 66,000 views. Next, we got up Facebook. So from January, I've had 417,000 impressions with over 97,000 engagements and 87,000 views. Here we go with the next one with TikTok. I'm very bullish on TikTok because right now the algorithm works really well. When you get the attention, you can do whatever you want with it in the future. But it's important to just build it up right now. So as you can see, the past 28 days, I've been able to reach 218,000 people. Now, granted, all these platforms I have different demographics on. My TikTok demographic skews very young, probably between the ages of 6 and 15-year-old. And my YouTube audience is a little bit more mature, also in my Facebook audience. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to marry them all together to be able to have a big enough audience that I can reach at any time I want. But the only way I've been able to do that is staying consistent, staying in front of people with video content exactly like this. Now, this is the great thing about social media because, like I said before, if you show up again, time after time after time, people see you as a consistent person. And if you give reliable information, then you become a person that gives reliable information. And these are the people that want to come back to you, that keep wanting to consume your content because you're a reliable source. Fake news, yes, let's face it, it's out there. Politics, it's out there. People want to use their platforms for whatever they want to use them for, but if you're consistent and you provide reliable and real information, people are going to gravitate towards you, but it's not going to happen overnight. So that's the important thing is you have to show up week after week after week after week and keep doing what you got to keep doing to be able to grow your audience and be able to monetize it down the line. My goal is to be able to extract as much money as I can from the internet. And one of my goals is to be able to monetize my YouTube channel. And whether it's a good idea or not, I'm going to try it anyways because I need to see how much money I can bring in using my podcast. That way I don't have to find sponsors and I can rely on YouTube just to pay me. That's one of the streams of income that I have. So this is kind of like the stock market where you're looking and finding really good deals and you input money into certain stocks that you think are going to perform well over time. It's the exact same thing. And making deposits into yourself that you hope will one day pay off in the future. This is the great thing about this platform is that 99% of people won't do this. They won't put the time into making these videos. They won't put the time because they're not getting paid, right? Let's be honest. But there is future potential for these videos to be able to grow and make you a decent income and you have an extra stream of income. So my goal, and I think for a lot of people that are looking for alternatives to the regular 9-to-5 job, is to be able to extract money from the internet, and figuring out how is the hard part. So this is just one of the ways you can do it. But I digress because I went into something else. This is the number one strategy that you can use to build your audience over time. You have to be consistent. Stay consistent. That's all you got to do. Show up week after week after week. I feel like a broken record. But honestly, I've been talking about this for years and people still won't do it. People still aren't doing it. They dabble in it and they don't like the analytics and data that are coming back. 10 people saw my show. 10 people listen to my podcast, but I guarantee you, if you show up time after time after time, it's going to grow. You're going to grow, and you're going to be able to monetize this one way or the other. All right, guys, that's the number one strategy to be able to grow your business in 2020. Bye.